From storms last night, tornadoes, warnings, and watches to snow flurries today. Some will say that's a typical Tennessee weather. But we're live streaming and we'll see who all comes in the room. Do another landscape mode. What's up, Fish on? Hey, hey, Tina. Hope you guys doing good. I really almost took a nap. I am exhausted. Stayed up late. Didn't get in bed till about midnight, a little after midnight, because of the storms, and back up to work this morning at 3. So I've only had about 3 hours of sleep. So I'm exhausted. I thought about just setting my alarm and take me a little nap, but decided live stream. What's going on, Christopher Fry? What's up, Chad? Hey, a couple more laps. I think Chase would have won that race yesterday. But I figure live stream now, and I may live stream again after I get off work. We decent amount of snow last night. I'm not ready for shovel. Fish on. We had tornado warnings last night and snow flurries today. This storm came in and brought in some cold weather. I know, Michael. Uh, Past week's been crazy, right? Twisters last night and snow flurries today. Make me watch 4 commercials before I can watch the last game. Really? That don't make sense. I wonder if it's because I'm doing the landscape mode. That's an awful lot. But thank you for your patience. Going on, Chad. Hope you're doing good. Hope you all doing good. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Look at it. It's just windy as all get out today. That wind is just a blowing. But you guys get to see me. But I don't know. But I figure I'd jump on live stream a little bit with you. I can't believe we finished second, but lost a spot in points. These stage points really matter. They see that's what I love. You got to get those points. I know Chase earned 40 points yesterday, and Alex Bowman scored 49. So had 9 more points on top of Chase. So it shows you they're gonna start figuring things out more and more as the season goes. Uh, you're probably gonna start seeing more drivers go for these stage wins. Because what they get, is it 2 stages or 3? But I think you're going to start seeing more of these guys. Uh, Not Alex Bowman. I always get them messed up. Alex Bowman's out with Vertigo. That team is crap, man. Um, why do I always forget the 24 name? Got Chase Elliott. No, Larson. Alex Bowman. Who's in the 24? Oh, Byron. William Byron. I don't know why I always get William Byron and Alex Bowman names mixed up. But Byron, man, he's consistent too. So he must have won a stage, I guess. I didn't watch the whole race, but these drivers, they're going to have to. They're going to start racing more for these stages when they're noticing that you can finish second and still not earn as many points as third. Uh, they're going to start going for these stage wins a lot more, I think, because they're going to have all these points as they can get. And it's so much fun to watch points again. I can't believe I'm saying that. But to watch them point race too is going to be big. And it's like I like the stages, but I hate them at the same time. You know what I mean? I like the stages for the fact that it earns them more points for different parts of the race, but I hate them when they throw the caution out. I think they need to keep the stages, award the points for leading at a certain lap, but keep the race going. Do not throw a caution. Don't stop the race. Just keep it going. If it's lap 100, uh, whoever's leading lap 100, give them the points, but keep the race going and don't break up momentum. So I like to see how that would do. I think that'd be pretty exciting because they could battle it out. I wish Warriors would have punched Chastain last night. I don't like. I don't. I love Chastain. I wish Chastain would have knocked Suarez's head off. Just like when was it, a couple years ago? Guy that played for raced for Dale Jr. Man, he ain't done nothing since he went Cup racing. He Chastain's face and Chastain hauled off and knocks the crap out of him. But you notice, like Suarez, he's a punk. No telling what he was saying. He touched Chastain, and Chastain, he ain't going to have none of it. And Suarez just kept on running his mouth, put his hands behind his back, basically saying, like, hit me, come on, hit me. Uh, but Suarez, he's been getting into about everybody at Trackhouse. Ever since they released him for Connor Zilic, I can't remember. I think he got into SVG once before. I'm pretty sure he got into it with Connor Zilic, and now he's getting into it with Chastain. So he's got some bad blood with Trackhouse right now, and it's not over. I'm kind of interested to see how it goes for the rest of the year, but they're going to tear up some cars. What's going on, Ray? Ray, what's up in the loft? But William Byron, man, he's good. Man, he's getting consistent. Just like that's your top three cars right there. Is 24, 5, and 9. But that 48 team, they were garbage. Even without Bowman, Bowman stepped out because I guess he's got vertigo or something. Something's going on with him. But that car was crap last week. It was crap this week. Um, they're going to have to do some things with that. But it's not looking good for old Bowman at Hendrick anymore. And he'll wind up losing that ride to, what's his name? 15 points, 50 points, 5 racing. Yeah, it's like, welcome to Cup Series, buddy. You can be the big guy in a small pond, but man, that pond is huge. That's a lake when you get up in the Cup Series. He's being introduced to the Cup Series instantly. But you know what? Even if you look in the back of the points, there's a lot of really good drivers way back. Austin Cindric, he's way on back there, ain't he? And Logano, he's wrecked again. So that's a couple bad races for him. So I can't. I wish I had a different phone, too. I wish I had a tablet so I could look through the points and everything. Briscoe finally had a good run, uh, but if we look at the points, man, there's a lot of drivers way on back that's normally up front. I know Briscoe, Cindric. Trying to think of some of the other ones. I'm shocked that Bubba and that's been doing so good this year. That whole 2311 team is doing a lot better. Um, Penske's really up and down. Hendrick's on fire. Um, Gibbs is just, they finally got them a win. Um, but they're just 5 races in. Chastain's outside top 28 points. Yeah, Chastain's back there. SVG finished dead last week, so that hurts points. So Trackhouse as a whole, they've had a couple good runs, but just falling short. It's a weird year already. For the first year for the having a chase back, no more win and you're in. These teams are going to be struggling because you're already 5 races in. Man, it's hard to believe we're already that far into the season. But they're going to have to really get their things themselves together. They're going to have to figure some things out. That's why I wish they would bring back practice a whole lot more than what they got. What's going on, Jay? Man, but Trackhouse looks like they may have fell off a little bit, but we'll see what happens going forward. I think a lot of these teams they're going to have to start going for these stage wins a lot more. Three-way tie for 16th. The Chase cutoff currently. Yeah, I can't remember who's all back there, but there's a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm going to have to take my time on the art card because it's going to be harder for me to do artwork lately. Um, and I got some things I need to get kind of taken care of on some art coming up. I got to get Ray Ray's shipped out this week. Um, but to be able to have time to sit down and draw is getting really hard this week. Maybe next week I can be able to do some artwork, but I got to do that YouTuber and hope that he can like what I draw. I got two of them so far. I ain't heard back from him yet, but no telling how full his inbox is on Instagram. We got some pretty good snow flurries earlier. I was inside work when it hit, but I had videos sent to me. I'm looking forward to it. Race weekend. Yeah, Darlington. So it's kind of like throwback race. It's non-official throwback weekend, right? I don't think they're going to consider it throwback weekend. I think they've done away with that, but a lot of these teams are still bringing back the throwback cars, and I'm glad about that. I love throwbacks. But James, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. We got a 10 thumbs up, 7 in the room. How many different people got commenting? So far, we've had 9 different commenters. So, cut down on the trolls. Indiana Chris, thumbs up. Appreciate you. Just finished my new Jason mask while you were away. I filmed a new shorts on. There you go. I love the throwback cars. Apparently, hosts of ours got an Earnhardt throwback of the blue and yellow Wrangler car. It's the Chili's. That car looks really good. I know Rouse Fenway is doing the Biffle throwback cars. I've seen those paint schemes. They look really good. Um, but I love throwbacks, man. Indiana Chris. Hope you guys doing good. Hope you're staying warm. We had a good little heat wave last week, and now we're back to freezing today. My phone is not going to overheat today, but man, this weather here really wants me to kick back and take me a little nap. You know what? The Kodiak car, that's the one that Chase drove last year. I didn't like it, honestly. I love the old Ken Schrader Kodiak car, that silver and green. It just there's something about it that just didn't look right. Um, I know it's a simple paint scheme, but I always love that Rusty Wallace and Ken Schrader Kodiak car wears solid white with the little green stripe, green and gold stripe on the back rear end that wrapped around. I don't know what it is, but I thought that one was really clean looking back in the day. Back in the early 90s, late 80s, those paint schemes were simple, but man, they was just beautiful. Like Rusty Wallace's Miller car, that solid black with that little yellow to it. Yeah, he was a whiner. He was. I tell you what, a lot of those drivers back in the day was whiners. It's nothing new to the sport. They they could always give it out, but they never did want to take it. I tell you what, that Tide car for Darrell Waltrip, I always loved the Tide ride. I love the Budweiser car with the red, white, and red. Uh, the Mountain Dew, the Pepsi Challenger. Darrell Waltrip had some beautiful cars back in the day, like the Diegard 88 Gatorade cars was slick back then. I love the number fonts back in the day. They had some, I don't know, I just love the old school paint schemes on all those cars. Michael Waltrip's Kool-Aid car, that red and yellow that he tore up at Bristol. Yeah, the Alka-Seltzer car. Yep, that little powder blue with the little dark blue logo up on the hood and quarter panels. That was beautiful. White numbers with the little dark blue trim. That was a beautiful car back in the day. Uh, I tell you, like now, paint scheme wise, I think Chastain's his cars are beautiful. Those Bush Light cars, fantastic. Um, Penske usually puts out some pretty good paint schemes now. Hendrick does pretty good paint schemes. They've had some duds on that five car. They've had some beautiful cars in the paint schemes. I got your attention on the track. Yeah, it definitely did. I tell you, even like the yellow Pennzoil car was beautiful back in the day. Neil Bonnet's Country Time car, the one he got killed in, was a beautiful car. That pink and yellow. Bobby Hamilton's Country Time car, that chartreuse yellow, looked amazing. Even though it's just a solid color with the kind of the chartreuse with the pink numbers, I think that one looked great back then. Um, I'm trying to think of some other ones. I like, was it Rick Mast in that, the number one car that was black with the white that went back on the sides? I'm trying to think the sponsorship of that one. I think is Skull, not Skull, but I tell you, Harry Gatt's cars was beautiful. That was green and white. I don't know what it is. Like Dale Jr. when he brought had the Mountain Dew car uh, with the green, white, green, and National Guard that's blue, white, blue. It was like that. Gordon's DuPont Chevys was always beautiful. The rainbow cars, I thought those rainbow cars was beautiful. I love that reddish orange front end and tail. Looked great with the little rainbows on the sides and uh, that highlighter green numbers. His flame cars looked amazing. That T Rex car looked great. What was the gold one? I think it was like DuPont Select sponsorship. That was like that gold on black and gold. It was beautiful. His Baby Ruth car back for Bill Davis looked good. It was a simple one. What Bill Davis could have been, or it could have ruined Gordon's career. We don't really know. Gordon may have never been who he could have been. Gordon may have never been who he is if he stayed with Bill Davis. Or could Bill Davis been huge? Ken Schrader and Tim Richmond, Folger's cars uh, was beautiful. Walter drove a plain looking car. Yeah, like his Gatorade was kind of plain, but man, his Western Auto cars was beautiful. That black and silver with that little red on it was beautiful. Then he went to blue on it. His Tide Ride was beautiful. The Pepsi Challenger yellow was great. The white Pepsi with the blue and a little bit of red looked good. Mountain Dew's was beautiful car. Petty, man. Petty has some beautiful cars. It's like even his just plain old Petty blue paint scheme, solid blue was beautiful. But man, that Petty blue with that little orange, red. I forget what they actually call that paint. I've had to buy that paint before when I did the model cars of them. But those cars was just gorgeous. But and those cars back in the day was painted. I like the M&M's car. Who was that? You had Kyle Busch drove M&M's. You had Elliott Sadler. You had Ken Schrader. Um, uh, is that the only ones? Ernie Irvin drove M&M's. What's going on, Blind Street? But it's been a few people over the years that drove that M&M's car. I always liked the Texaco car, like Davy Allison, that white, gold, and black. That was a beautiful car. Yeah, Swervin' Irvin. I remember that name back in the days. Oh, Swervin' Irvin. Man. Oh, Blind Street. Boo doo boo doo boo. But I figured I'd go landscape mode. That way we start keeping out the trolls. I don't know what it is. I just ain't had the patience since I went on vacation. I ain't really had the patience to deal with like trolls coming in and talking crap. I don't know. I just like this. The Labani guys did pretty well back in the day. Yeah, they do. Brother champions. I tell you what, Terry Labonte's Kellogg's car was always beautiful. That what was it Piedmont, the 44, that little blue and white one back in the day was beautiful. He drove the Bud car. I think it was right after Daryl got out of it. He jumped in that one. Too bad I'm gonna talk all the crap. Hey, that's why we love you, Christopher. I get enough from you and Bailey. But a part of me likes doing the vertical and getting brand new people coming in and hanging out with us. That's how we grow the community. I have grown a lot in the community uh, through the shorts live streams because new people comes in and hangs out, but just very slim, hit and miss. But here lately, I've been getting the same amount of thumbs up. I'm getting the same amount of people in my room doing the landscape mode than when I was doing it straight up and down. And sometimes I wonder if I'm live streaming vertical, is that hurting my regular videos? Uh, yep, I hate gas mileage. I know it's a part of the sport and it's kind of always been there. Uh, and they've almost took that out with these stages and stuff. Like I was telling Chris earlier, I like to stages with give them the points. Like if it's lap 100, whoever's leading lap 100, give them bonus points, but don't stop the race. Uh, uh, just have them when whoever's leading that lap, give them bonus points, but keep them racing. Don't stop the race. Don't throw a caution to reset. Just keep it going. I don't mind awarding points for certain times of the race. I think that keeps things exciting, gets them racing because we're finding out that uh, these points, every little bit of points is helping because Chase Elliott gained 40 points yesterday, finishing second, and William Byron finished third and had 49 points. So Byron finished worse and had more points. So these teams are going to have to start playing into that a whole lot more. I always sometimes I forget about Ryan Newman. Man, he was good. I know him and Rusty, which a lot of those old school drivers they didn't want to be teammates. Rusty didn't like Newman. He's not. Who's last in points right now? If last in points is probably um, Algar, which no, because there's Algar's at least got two races under his belt. So Connor Zilic, he's last in points. So do they not consider Cussers above him? Unlike Danica and her car. I tell you, the GoDaddy's car it was a good looking car. That green looked good. She had some pretty decent um, paint schemes. It's just she just could not make it. What's up, nation? All right, so they only count full timers, right? All right, cool. That makes sense. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you that monster car with Kurt Busch and stuff. That's a beautiful car. That flat black with the neon green pinstriping and stuff. I seen that here in person once, and it's a beautiful car. GoDaddy car looked good. Uh, but that monster car looked great. I quit following NASCAR after they changed everything. Seems rigged to me. Yeah, you know, I know a lot of people say that it feels rigged to them and stuff, um, but when you got these cars going like 200 miles an hour and you got 3 hours worth of racing, it's really hard to rig when you got parts that fail and crashes happen. And so if I know they're used to be really bad about throwing cautions at certain times or not throwing cautions, and it could really dictate the outcome. But uh, Rick Chase had and Ty Gibbs would win way more. If it was okay, Christopher, I got it right here. I'm a big Dale Jr. fan, right? If NASCAR was rigged, Dale Jr. would have had so many championships. He would at least had one championship. If NASCAR was rigged, Dale Jr. would have been a champion in the Cup Series. I think Dale Jr. would have been a champion if Dale Earnhardt never died. I will stay on that hill. Uh, if DEI never did go as bad way down like they did, I believe Junior would have been a champion. And but there's a little bit of snow flurries. I was a big Dale Jr. fan. I tell you what really hurt him is his concussions. What's up, Eric B? How's it going? All time favorite, Davey Allison, 28 Havilland. That was a beautiful car. But what really got Dale Jr. is all those concussions. I read his book. I don't know if you guys ever were, if you're nice NASCAR fans, Dale Jr.'s book that he put out is really good. They talk like, he was saying that he couldn't even um, stand up straight. He had to get his wife to kind of like hold him to go up steps because he always wanted to fall over. They talk about his concussions got so bad that uh, he'd be out practicing and certain tracks, I forget what track it was, that had a bad bump in a turn. And he said he went around and he hit that bump in a turn and the car bottomed out. And it said that triggered a concussion on him. Go get it. Hey, we had spring break last week, Eric, and me, my pops, and my kiddo, we took off to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I think I got 4 videos of Gatlinburg already posted. I got 8 more videos to upload. So I made a bunch of content up there. So did my pops. I was just crazy. Doctors weren't strict back then. If doctors were strict back then, if they raced today, they'd be out. Oh, 100%, Chris. It's like back in all the safety features. So you don't see drivers' eyes swelling shut. I don't know what's is different now because you had Ricky Rudd, Davey Allison, I think it's Ernie Irvin. You know, when they would flip back then, their eyes would get bloodshot. Yeah, Bill Elliott. I meant to say that. Yes, Bill Elliott's Coors car was beautiful. But you guys remember back then, these drivers' eyes would like they both eyes would go black because they'd be flipping so much, and it would be bloodshot, and they would have to tape their eyes open to be able to see. And you don't see that anymore. So I wonder what's changed in the cars and the wrecks to keep um, that from happening to drivers. But drivers used to race with concussions back in the day. Now they're not allowed to. There's such emphasis on health and livelihood post NASCAR that a lot of those drivers that got hurt way back in the day would have missed races a lot more now. That safety aspect has really went big time. My top 2 drivers is 3 and 24. And you know what? those guys really shaped the sport too with the merchandise. Earnhardt and Gordon, they knew that if they had a little feud that it was going to sell T-shirts. Indy tried running at Texas, and they were blacking out from G forces. Yeah, there's certain tracks that Indy just don't need to run on because of G force. I guess that's what was getting all those drivers back in the day when they was wrecking and it was black in their eyes was all the G forces. But I just wonder what keeps them from doing that now when it was happened a few times last year, back in the day. Good old Eric B. Eric B. had inspired me so much to not hide my faith. I've been posting Bible verses on my community tab. I did a couple shorts, but it's hard for me to really sit down and make a short every single night reading a scripture from the Bible. So, but it's easy for me to find a scripture and post it on the community tab and let it sit. But man, he is a big shout out to Eric B for inspiring me to share my faith on YouTube, even if it's just community tab and not hiding my faith. And it's doing pretty good. Cars are down to pony cars. Yeah, misplaced. What's going on? Well, come in. I don't need sports all year long. I got other stuff to do. I tell you what, I'm really missing football right now, but I keep up with my NASCAR through the whole season. I don't watch it too much. Like when the weather gets nicer, I'll be outside a whole bunch. I'll keep up with it. I'll see highlights and stuff. My football is I keep up with like basketball. I keep up with my teams. Baseball, hardly ever watch it. I don't watch NBA or nothing. My big sports is hockey, NASCAR, and football. Been doing inside gardening, transplanting up. You know what? We had some great weather last week, and now it's cold. We had tornadoes last night, and it's spitting snow today. Um, I got to get the yard mowed. All this good weather came in and it's made the grass grow up big time, and now it's getting cold. So when it warms up, I got to get outside. So I start mowing. I got to trim trees. Uh, I got to get some things done outside, and that's going to take up a lot of my time. 11:32 already. All right, yeah, get that video update. Hopefully, I get the alert on it. Man, it just seems like I don't never get alerts on nothing anymore. Oh man. Like say, I think I'm still gonna live stream after work today, so um, y'all be on the lookout for me after 1 o'clock Central Time. I'll probably live stream because I got to pick up my kiddo today from school, so I gotta find something to do, right? And hanging out with you guys will be what I shall do. Yep. And we get the free agency going on right now in the football, and the draft will be sometime in April, late April. Then you get the spring training camp and um, preseason in like August, and it's all straight up. No need to be into it. Well, I still get into it right now because of the free agency and stuff, and coaching changes, and the draft. I look forward to like the draft coverage and the different talk shows, what they talk about, what Titans could draft and do. I get into all that stuff, but I absolutely love football. Volunteer at the high school football on Friday nights. My brother is an offensive coordinator at the high school, so we kind of that football runs deep with us. Hey, I appreciate that, Eric B. I, I appreciate you a lot. Now I'm unboxing my gardening cart I bought. Oh man, I need to check out what that gardening cart looks like. See, I would like to, Blind Stray. That's what I need to do. I need to figure out how to be able to get people to join a fantasy football league. If I can remember to mess with the fantasy football league. That's the biggest thing too. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to do. We just run out of time. You think in 24 hours a day, if you think 24 hours a day, you could get so much done in that time span. You think about that. 24 hours in a day. But you got sleep you got to do. You got outside life. You got inside chores. You got work. You got family. You got food. You got shop. All this stuff. Man, those 24 hours in a day goes by so quick. And you run out of time so easily, so quick in such a long 24 hours. Run out of daylight and also trying to have time to be able to go to the movies and do stuff and also try to be a creator here on YouTube. Uh, yeah, I never did use ESPN. I always used Yahoo. But man, I tell you, especially with this weather going good, man. Yep, yard work, lots of yard work, Chad. A lot of yard work coming up. Now you dabble in first dad. Me, my brother, and my dad, we used to do fantasy football every single year. We used to do so much. And the Laura and Rock theme, and this weekend the Kidney. There you go, J Man. There you go, J Man. That's what you do. Yeah, man. I need to get me a new black hat. My black hat has really seen a lot better days. Look at that. It's starting to fade off. Good thing about this black hat, it only cost me $5. Yeah, I know. Um, Yahoo set everything up too. Yahoo was always great. That's what we always use with our big. We used to have big fantasy football leagues with so many different people. See, you know what, Indiana Chris, that's something that me, my mom, my dad, and my brother used to do. Also, we used to have uh, weekly picks, and we used to keep up with them. And I used to keep a binder, and every week I would write it out what the schedule was and have our names going across the top, and we would pick. And at the end of the year, we tallied up the score, the record, and the one that had the best record won. And that was so much fun. I really enjoyed doing the pick'ems. That was a lot of fun. Have two or three QBs, four running backs. I think we always did what, one running back. I mean, one quarterback. You could have two. You had one starter, one on the bench. I think we had one running back. Yeah, I love it, Chris. I think I love that more than fantasy football because it's so easy to forget about who's on a bye week. Next thing you know, you look at your fantasy team and you got players on starting that's on a bye week that you didn't realize and forgot about. But those fantasy picks, man, I love the fantasy picks. I thought about that could be something I do later on this year is Carver Pick'ems. who do I pick, and I'll keep up with my record. I'll have like every video would be like a recap of what I got right the week before, and who I pick, and my record, and my thoughts of the week to week. That would be fun. I don't know if anybody would watch it, but it could still be a video to make. I don't know. Most teams have one to two running backs. Everyone get in for $5, go from there. Wouldn't that be fun? It would be a blast. Man. Oh, I'm so tired. Dana, Chad, y'all so quiet in the room. You know, speaky. You need to come in here with a oh yeah. Oh yeah, Chad. Didn't know I could speak what is that, Slovakian or what? Oh yeah. Tell you what, man. Exhausted. Only had 3 hours of sleep. Snacking. See, I could be snacking and snoozing right now. I need to go back there. I gotta go back when I go back and work. I'm gonna go put some more time in vacation time for June. I'm ready to get back on vacation again. So give me a show of hands. Who will be coming back if I live stream again after work? And after work, do I go vertical live stream or do I do this great landscaping? I don't know. Landscaping, landscape mode, pork, something like that. Tina says, I'll be here. I'm going to try going to the movies after picking my kiddo up too from school. Try to sit through a movie, being tired. James Chastain says, I will be. Bears re-signed their third string QB. Did they? Hey, I seen where the Jets is trading their quarterback to Kansas City. Man, I had the name right on the tip of my tongue. I forget what the guy's name is. Um, Geno Smith got released. That was a shocker. Sarcasm. Um, man, who's that Jets guy that's quarterback? They just said it about an hour ago that they was trading to Kansas City. But there's definitely people moving around in the league. So far, it looks like I might have two people come back and hang out with me after work. Chad's like, hey, me. He goes, you gotta let me put down the crackers first so I can get my vote in. Man, it is cold here. I hate the cold. The only good thing about the cold is that my phone will not overheat. My pops must have went back to bed when he dropped my kid off to school. He probably went back home and got into bed. Yeah, Justin Fields. But oh, pops, he must be sleeping in bed right now. Guess cutting break for you. Got time for a chat break. There we go. Yeah, once I get off work, I'll have about I get off at 1, so it'll be 2.5 hours before my kiddo gets out of school. So I gotta have something to um, kill the time, you know. Justin Fields. He's another quarterback that thought was going to be pretty good, and he just fizzled out. I think Chicago uh, should have kept him. I thought he was doing pretty good over there, but Chicago is just always seems like they don't really know what they're doing. Also, it's like if they don't have instant success, they just get rid of them. There's no building or anything. In about an hour. Yeah, see, I gotta cut the yard this week or this weekend because I can't. It's already getting high. These little Christmas trees, I call them little Christmas trees. They are blooming up everywhere. Community balling tonight. There you go. Like say, a part of me really wants to live stream. You know how it is, Eric. Uh, oh, I know because I was up too at midnight. I didn't go to bed till after midnight. But I know he's hurting bad. Um, but part of me wants to live stream. You guys know how it is. Part of you wants to live stream, hang out with everybody, have a good time. And the other part of me wants to rest because I've only got 3 hours of sleep and I'm exhausted. I've heard of pampas grass. I'm trying to think of what uh, pampas grass is. 8 people in the room, 13 thumbs up. This weather. It's still spitting snow out here. Wow, I was back into live. Yeah, we had our tornadoes warnings last night, man. That's why I stayed up till midnight last night. I had to get my kid up at 10:30 last night, and we put him in the closet uh, for an hour to get away from the tornado warnings. We could hear the sirens going off. Sirens was going crazy, and um, the wind, man, the wind was howling outside. Big plants with plums in the center. I think I've seen that before. But that weather last night, man, lightning was bad, thundering. Uh, it got pretty nasty last night. Thankfully, nothing hit, but man, we was right on that line. 2 3 a.m. and woke right up, back up at 8. Well, that's not bad, Ray. I was up at, I didn't go to bed till after midnight, and I was back up at 3 in the morning. Actually, my first alarm hit at 2:30, so I had about maybe 2.5 hours of straight sleep. Then I know a little 30 minutes before I got back up. 6 foot drifts, man. Tell you what, I think our winds got up to about 70 or 80 miles. Gamer coming in right at the end of my break, my lunch. Gamer, uh, at 1 o'clock Tennessee time, you know, I'm going to live stream again after work. I get off at 1, so sometime right after 1, I'm going to go live streaming again. So if you could work it down, pencil me in. Can you pencil me in your busy schedule? You know, maybe you can pencil me in. You can hang out with me. I thank you. Thank you. How about say I had an ink pen. I got an ink pen in my pocket if you need to borrow my ink pen. Yep, 316. And that's the bottom line. Got a 3 and started watching the weather on the news. Then storms hit here. Yeah, we had some bad ones last night. Could have been worse, thankfully. All right. Well, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go in and put in vacation time for June so we can go back to the mountains for another little over a week stay in the mountains. So I got to bust YouTube even harder to help get me to the mountains. All right, guys. I will see you guys in about an hour, a little over an hour. I will be back on live stream. But yes, love everyone. Hashtag don't forget to pray. Have a good day. And I'll see you in about an hour and 10 minutes ish. I'm tired. Cover the whole video upload. Yes, upload it. Well, don't do that, Blind Straight. Don't don't do that. All right, guys, I'm getting off here. Um, See you on the next